Throughout my career, I've been fortunate enough to sit on a variety of boards as a director. Trade associations, hospitals, charitable organizations, and of course, the Guarantee Company of North America. Throughout my tenure on these boards, I've come to realize that many directors are honored to sit on the boards, but they don't really fully understand their responsibilities. In today's world, you may have heard the word corporate governance. It is an essential aspect of every board of directors to practice. Governance is actually a discipline. It deals with setting the objectives and expectations of the association, decision-making, allocating authority and controls to the officers, and ultimately verifying the performance of those officers. A good director acts with intelligence, accountability, and integrity.
If as a director or officer you get sued, you will end up in an office like this one with someone like me. You will hear a lot of talk about governance, and it's true that governance is important. Governance will in many cases be your defense against a claim or a lawsuit, but what you hear less often is that you not only have to follow the rules, you have to be able to prove that you followed the rules, in some cases years after the event. Litigation is essentially a historical exercise. You are looking backwards, not forwards. And when you are looking backwards and your memory is not quite so clear about what you did or did not do, or who was a director or who wasn't, it really matters to the success of your defense that you have documentation to back up your allegations. The first thing your lawyer is going to say to you is, where's the file? Where's the documentation? I'm referring not only to paper, I'm referring to the electronic backup, the electronic communications. Those communications will ultimately have to be produced in the court record, and if they demonstrate that you did your job well, you have a successful defense. If they do not demonstrate that you did your job well, then let's say that your success may be less assured.
Good governance is an important role with any board. The insurer's role is to provide risk assessment and claims management services to the insured. Risk assessment is based on a number of factors. We analyze the financial statements, the corporate bylaws of the organization, the key people on the board. We do extensive internet searches on the organization itself. We also like to see that they have a diverse base of skill sets. The board is expected to have a thorough knowledge of the operations as well as the internal controls. The organization's goals, bylaws, and strategic plans need to be clearly understood. The underwriter also assesses the board's good governance practices. From the risk assessment, the underwriter tailors specific coverage, limits at an acceptable premium, and distributes it through the independent broker network.
The claims management role is to identify what constitutes a claim under the terms and the conditions of the insurance policy, and to understand what comes up when a claim is presented against the directors and the officers or the society, and to help them to prepare their defense. The guarantee has the obligation to help their clients and to assume their defense, if any. Early on, when a claim is presented against the directors or the officers or even the society, we want to establish and assess the allegation contained in the complaint formulated against them, and we review the insuring agreement's conditions of application. Our desire is to find the best solution in the interest of our clients and its employer. We also offer legal services, given that we have our own legal counsels within the company, in order to provide assistance to our clients. Our legal services also include complete services in order to assume the defense of our clients in case of a litigation. In such a case, we follow up closely with any further developments, and we control the loss or the amount claimed. The guarantee takes pride to ensure that the claims are handled until the conclusion is determined.
Quite often, boards and associations don't realize the value of good corporate governance. Good corporate governance protects the assets of the association, But more importantly, it protects the personal assets of each individual member of the board. Best wishes to your association and to you personally as a director.